Hi, I'm Jason Gorber for ThatShelf.com. I'm outside the Debussy Theater. There's a red carpet. And if you look sort of behind me, you'll see that people always just come here when people aren't around and just take photos of the red carpet background. This is the smaller of the theaters, the Debussy, but where I spend most of my days in this theater here. It's sort of, if you're looking at the palette on the right-hand side, the Grand Lumiere is like way behind me, and it's the bigger theater that has the bigger screen where the actual sort of black tie nonsense takes place. The Debussy sort of traditionally was for either smaller films, some of the UCR films that play there, and or where the press screens take place these days, because they're now simultaneously. It used to be every morning the Lumiere, but now the Debussy. Anyway, there's some backstory on this craziness for those that are actually interested in Cannes. But what I really want to talk about is Rebel, which is a film that I wasn't going to see. It's one of those things somebody told me, Kaleem, I'll give a shout out to Kaleem, told me that I needed to see this film. And god damn it, I hate when he's right, and he was right. This is an ISIS musical. Let's just let that sink in. It is a film about the complexity, the moral ambiguity of all things about Islamic recruitment, of bringing kids from Belgium and having them fight within Syria. And it easily could be terrible. It easily could be manipulative and overly dogmatic one way or the other, or somehow apologetic for what takes place and the behavior of all these individuals, and yet somehow it absolutely nails the balance. It absolutely shows the very real idiotic decisions that certain people make, but also decisions that they make because it's a challenge to actually live in environments that don't necessarily want you there. There's some incredibly precise language at play there about, it's that cui bono thing. Who actually benefits? Who's there to actually steal the moral high ground? And there's not many people that do. When people actually do reach out, their cries for help are not listened to, or those that claim to be doing so under the notion of goodness are actually there completely to manipulate the situation. There's not many people that come out well in this film, completely clean on a moral basis, but there's certainly those that are fighting for reasons that we probably would empathize with, and that's the key here. Rebel's a film about empathy, even empathy in the case of somebody who's fighting for ISIS. And the fact that cinema can do that this film can do that, and do it in a way which is sophisticated and nuanced, and also do it in a way which actually has musical sequences involving hip-hop, which I'm usually not such a big fan. It's actually really challenging to listen to hip-hop and be reading subtitles as quickly as they go, but it all works. And it's almost preposterous that it works. It's almost impossible that it works. But this is a film of such ambition and such drive that you believe in it. It's as simple as that. That this is a film that goes out of its way to push all kinds of buttons and manages throughout to sort of maintain its direction, maintain its course. Really remarkable direction, fantastic performances, believable. Yes, there's moments that are a little bit saccharine and a little bit over the top and all of that stuff, but it truly is exploring this circumstance, the human tragedy, the direct complications of this entire decades-long situation in Syria and the rest of the world in ways that I haven't seen cinema do. It's as simple as that. I've seen a gazillion documentaries that actually show the horrors. You've seen some fiction films, but there's something about this particular narrative, about the specificity about it, about the fact that it's a family drama, but it's also something that's geopolitical, about just who is believing in whom, about what rules are abided by, about the whole notion of who's there to actually speak for a people, for a religion, for a culture, and who's there to simply manipulate the circumstance and actually take advantage in the most malicious and frankly transcendentally evil way possible. This film dives into all of that, and it does so in an incredibly provocative way. The whole notion of being a rebel, but rebelling against the rebel without a cause, well, is there maybe what's even more dangerous is a rebel with a cause, or at least with a cause that's completely poisoned, a cause that comes from a circumstance of you gotta run away, and you're looking for something. You're looking for answers where there are no answers from the traditional means. You look at truly terrible things, and then you get caught, and then decisions are made for you, and things truly become torturous and completely dehumanizing. It is a supremely dark film, but it's also accessible. I think audiences will be able to stomach even the most horrifying moments of this, because it's told in a way which does not feel, again, outside of these circumstances. You have to undergo these moments of dramatic tension, of action, of violence, to truly understand what takes place. So yes, a bunch of it is poetic, and a bunch of it is sort of higher than sort of heightened emotional beats and elements. But when it actually comes push to the shove, I think Rebel absolutely really is a truly remarkable film, and absolutely one of the best that I've seen here at Cannes 2022, for sure. This film demands an international audience. This film, with people giving time for it, will see something that they simply haven't seen told quite this way before. And I found it quite astonishing, and I'm really, really pleased. Here we are, second last day of the film, fourth screening, whatever it was. This is a film for you to watch out for as it plays the international festival circuit, and hopefully gets even more attention as its premiere in Cannes. Spread the word. Go see Rebel when you can. For thatshelf.com, I'm Jason Gorber. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, follow us on social media, and we'll see you next time. And look, it's a red carpet. Take care.